Alright, first things first. This review will have spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, here's my opinion without spoilers. This add-on is a must-play for Mario fans and platforming enthusiasts. I'm not going to say it's the best 3D thing Mario has ever done, but damn, it does give a lot of 3D Mario games a run for their money for sure. However, this isn't worth $60 alone. The side game here is just too short to justify it. Packed with Super Mario 3D World, however, this 2-for-1 is definitely worth $60. However, if you already own Super Mario 3D World on the Wii U, then this may be a tough sell. Regardless, I do highly recommend playing this add-on if you can get to it. Okay, now everything else is spoiler territory. So ready or not, here it comes. Warning! Spoilers! Warning! I was super excited to try this game. I paid a pretty penny to get it, however, and that's the biggest issue here. This game can be super quick if you, burn through it. I'd still say the price is worthwhile overall, but it can be hard to swallow for those who don't have multiple copies of games like myself. Regardless, after they showed Bowser's new form, everyone really wanted this game. Bowser's huge, dark, and actually scary this time around. It isn't called Bowser's Fury for nothing, and his name is actually Fury Bowser. However, fans quickly dubbed him as Godslayer Bowser instead, and that name is just amazing. He'll always be known as that for me, until peer pressure of using his correct name hits me like a train. But seriously, this is like basically Godzilla, right? You are Mario, fighting Godzilla. He has beams of fire breath even. I love it. The best part is, it seems he attacks you at any time, really. This could lead for a tense open-world Mario experience. I can't wait to dive in, so let's do it. Let's take on Godslayer Bowser! AKA, let's take on Fury Bowser. So surprisingly, there is actually a plot here in Bowser's Fury. Mario's walking around as he does and sees black paint. He runs over and sees Shadow Mario's logo and is sucked into a new world. Be prepared, this isn't the only reference to Mario Sunshine we get. Anyway, Mario finds Bowser, who's been listening to way too much metal music, and after getting a cat-shaped shine sprite, Bowser goes to sleep for a bit. Mario then finds Bowser Jr., who explains even he can't calm his dad down, but he promises he doesn't know what happened. However, when you beat the game, you find out it was Bowser Jr.'s paint that corrupted Bowser like this. Oops. Not too shocking with how paint-like goo is around everywhere in the lake. Regardless, that's it. Bowser Jr. begs Mario to help him despite not really wanting to, and the two team up to stop Bowser's fury, or her, and save Bowser from himself. Short and sweet, but honestly, this all makes kind of sense in Mario lore, if I'm going to be honest. And it gives me Color Splash vibes as well. You know, Paper Mario? I really should try that game. Anyway, the paint corrupts Bowser and cat shines free him eventually. However, when he is mostly free, Bowser tries to steal the giant cat bells. Whoops. You stop him and he's pretty grumpy, but Bowser Jr. calms him down. Bowser Jr. then roars at Mario out of respect, I guess, and that's it, the end. Not bad for a short story, though. Adds lore, answers fandom questions about the paint, and using it with Bowser that even I had as a kid, and makes things interesting story-wise. Now to talk about aesthetics, and I mean, have you seen Bowser in this? He's huge, dark, imposing as all hell, and a track that is nearly close to metal plays whenever he awakens from his slumber. Bowser is imposing as all hell, and I think the rain letting you know that he is about to wreck your day is a very nice touch that doesn't take you out of the experience. Outside of that, the music is pretty decent, and everything is cats. Literally, almost everything is designed to look like cats. Rainbows? Cats. Cheep Cheeps? Cats. Boom Boom? Cats. The literal sun? Cats. The shine sprites? Cats. The bird? They're cats too. Outside of everything being cats, the huge world, which is supposed to be a big lake, looks fantastic as well. Black ink blocks your way to the other island, but putting Bowser in his place reveals more islands, which is also another reference to Super Mario Sunshine, because they kind of lift out of the goo, similar to the statues and stuff. Anyway, outside of having a traditional power-up rather than Flood, this is pretty much the closest to Mario Sunshine 2 we'll ever get, with tons of references all over the place. And yet, this is also a bit of a sequel to Super Mario 3D World the game is attached to, with all the cat references. Huh, weird. Not gonna lie though, somehow putting cat ears on a man-eating plant does make the plant rather cute in some way. So when it comes to the gameplay, there isn't really a whole lot different from, Super Mario 3D World. The biggest difference is the camera controls. Since this is an open world, the camera is far more open as well. Also, Plessie's controls are altered slightly to give you easy ability to travel between islands. Every power-up returns outside of the double cherries, and they play just like their counterparts in Super Mario 3D World. The biggest change is most likely Bowser Jr. See, Bowser Jr. actually helps Mario this time around. While Luigi, Peach, and Toad aren't playable, Bowser Jr. is, and is the only two-player option you get this time around. He can fly, attack enemies, and paint things. Even without a second player, you can get Bowser Jr. to do these things by activating a cruiser and pointing at the TV screen. If enemy placement is giving you hell, or you see a power block that, looks like a power block mural on the side of a rock wall, get Bowser Jr. to help take out the enemy or paint a power-up from the block. It isn't much, but it's something worth talking about, I suppose. So let's actually talk about the islands for a little bit. Each major area has 3 different islands, which are like mini levels. They are somewhat linear challenges that have around 5 shines hidden in them. Basically, you have to get a shine, leave, and come back for the island to update for the next shine. Each island has about 3 different challenges to getting cat shines. There are also 2 hidden shines in each area, one behind Bowser blocks and one you get by collecting mini shines. The one where you find the smaller shines is perfectly fine. The Bowser blocks are kind of annoying. They aren't hard to get overall, but you more or less have 2 options when getting them. Either you wait for Bowser to wake up and attack, which takes a while, or you can make a mad dash to one of the block locations when he does wake up. He's the only thing destroying those blocks, but realistically you don't have to get these shines to beat Bowser. Yeah, you only need about 50 shines to beat Bowser entirely. However, you will face off with him several times. While the level structure reminds me of Super Mario Galaxy, the boss fights are all Mario 64. You get enough shines to unlock a large cat bell. Hit the bell and you turn into a giant Super Saiyan cat Mario. Okay, it's more like a big lion Mario. Either way, you actually fight Bowser one-on-one, which is awesome. Doing this washes away more goop, unlocking more islands as they rise out of the lake, like Super Mario Sunshine and rinse and repeat. Yes, Bowser gets dramatically harder to beat every time. Once you get 50 shines or so, he also won't sleep either. When Bowser is awake and you are normal Mario, he is super aggressive and hard to fully dodge. But dodging a while or getting shines will normally put him back to sleep. Either way, after beating him with 50 shines, he turns back to normal. Sort of. He tries to steal all the big cat bells all of a sudden. Mario chases after him on Plessie, and since it's like riding on a surfing Koopa shell, this is a really fun fight. Bowser still has some of his residual energy from the paint too. After smacking into him a few times, the game ends. Overall, it's a pretty fun experience. Now, when you do beat Bowser, suddenly everything opens up and more shines are revealed. 100 in total. Some of these are fun. There are dragon coins that suddenly appear like from Super Mario World, but instead of Yoshi's face, they have Plessie's face on them. Other challenges include racing Plessie around and the Lucky Isles. Oh boy, the Lucky Isles, it's a golden island. It shows up in specific locations, but only when Bowser is active. It also only shows up once in each location. This means you have to land on the island in each main area. So in each main area, you'll have to have Bowser wake up, and then you can hit the island once. Go to the other main areas and repeat. This added on with Bowser blocks previously mentioned, and this game can be a game of hurry up and wait, depending on how you play the game. This is a bit of an issue, and considering you can wake Bowser up with a sold separately piece of plastic, it's also annoying. Yeah, I'm talking about the amiibo issue, I'm sorry, but with this and Skyward Sword, it stinks that regular features in most games are locked behind Amiibo in Nintendo games. Stuff that you can unlock later in mini games, but quicker with Amiibo is fine. But a fix to one of the bigger issues with Bowser's Fury is just stupid. That being said, I didn't really run into those issues myself with the way I played the game. Honestly, I beat the entire experience in about 6 hours. And it isn't like I don't have the Amiibo needed, but for a lot of people, this can get boring or problematic very quickly. However, there is an actual reward for going the extra mile, maybe? Outside of issues mentioned, some instant death lava, I had a great time regardless. The journey was more important than the destination sort of deal. However, a harder version of the Bowser fight was actually rewarded to me. Bowser gains white hair and goes Ultra Instinct, and fighting was difficult but fun. And then you can chase him down on Plessy again as well, which is also more challenging and slightly annoying. But overall, I was rewarded with having Bowser Jr. turn into a cat, and Mario always looking like a lion when he's in his cat suit, anyway. Nice! It's nice to have a reward for, going the extra mile. If I'm going to be honest, if this was a standalone type game for $15 or even $20 American, I'd probably be recommending this super heavily. You have to pay $60 for this. Given you get another game with it, but if you already own said other game, then this is a hard sell. Still, if you like platformers and whatnot, I highly recommend trying this game out. Outside of a few issues on the 100% run, this does what it sets out to do really well. I know for some of you, you'll have to double dip on Super Mario 3D World, but while I don't agree with their practices, I'd honestly do it if you can find the game as a whole at a discount. Regardless, this was super fun open world platforming adventure. The next time I work with Mario should be another adventure fairly similar, known as Super Mario Odyssey. But next video I'm working on is Legend of Zelda: The Twilight Princess. Until next time, my minions, take care. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for live updates and all that stuff. Have fun. Bye-bye. Sorry, my throat is still a little hit or miss from the smoke. So, the half-hearted laugh is all you get. Bye-bye.